Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to Suji Rex, and this is somehow this got even worse for her. And people lost their effing mind, and they are not looking good. Three clips about that H3, whatever that channel is. That guy's, like suing a lot of people, a Twitch streamers who literally just told people like, "This is the video I'm reacting to. Don't support it." And some of them literally just played the video and walked away in an empty chair. How can you be that stupid, right? Like, and I don't know, like just blatant. I don't know what are they, Robin Hood? What they think they're doing, man? I don't get it. Like, oh, they think they're fighting against some system or something because the blatant stealing in someone's face. Reactions are already like like gray areas, right? Like people are already debating like is reaction valid or not valid. And it is gray area because you could just watch the video and just laugh and just nod and do nothing. Is that a reaction? Reaction implies like you give your take, detailed take, not just one or two words. This is why a lot of my videos, if it's a half-hour video, my reaction goes over an hour or something, right? You give your take. I don't understand this shit. Like where you're not gonna say anything, and on top of that, you actually blatantly gonna say like don't support the creator who put a long ass time, resources, money and paid people because it takes multiple people to make video, paid people for research and everything to make a video, and say like don't support that. Like why? I don't get it. You can disagree with people's view, so you disagree with their view. You don't just blatantly say, "Oh, what are you, children?" So this shit is happening. I'm pretty sure these people are screwed. But the way U.S. law system works, there's going to be some deal before it goes to court because I'm pretty sure that's going to happen because juries are unpredictable. I think juries are so unpredictable, like most people, even if they think they're going to win, probably won't go to trial if they don't have to. This is what's going to be, right? I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case. Let's see what's this about. It's my channel, Asmongold, obviously.
So Asmongold is rallying the troops against me. Let's listen to this clip.
Oh, the smoker. Okay.
I'm not kidding. She literally reposted a clip with no audio.
That's what really,
This is the same girl that said I killed my mother. The amount of sympathy that I have for this? Zero. You get what you fucking deserve. Ethan W. Huge Ethan W.
you're like so freaked out.
Wait, hold up there. What the fuck? She said what? Look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't put up with this shit. Asmon is much bigger guy than me. I would not put up with this shit. I think it was Trump. Who once said like, I know defamation suits don't win in court because it's impossible to prove defamation. But it's like a bullying tactic, right? And I didn't like that before. Like, okay, corporations do that a lot, bullying tactic to like suppress people, and that's a real element. And I don't like that. But there is also other flip side of that. Like, even if you don't win, it's to show people like there's a line you're gonna cross that I can't put up with it. Shit like this. If I were S1, I would throw defamation suit there. You don't tell someone like free speech doesn't mean you'll cross a line like that. You don't tell someone who lost their mother that they are the reason that she died. That's way too big of a line to cross. And it's immense childish thing to do. No mature person ever crosses that line, right? Especially on something like Twitch where thousands of people are going to watch you. So these people have mental issues. That's the only thing I can come up with it. I really try to struggle. I really try to think like what a person in the psyche is that they are doing this. What kind of behavior is this? And sometimes I struggle to really process that because my brain cannot process it. The only conclusion usually I come up with it is like they have to have some kind of a mental issue. No way they have anything else, right? Because I can't make sense of it. Why would you say this? What a childish shit to do. What are you in second grade? What is this? I wouldn't put up with this, man. I don't know.
Oh, it's
That's right.
And I know people are going to be making fun of me for this.
I'm not making fun of you for it. I'm just saying that you deserve it. You deserve it. I guess she was high when she did this. Like, I don't know what to say. And it's going to get worse. He's rallying a troop against me. He's signaling to his hate audience that he wants to run a lifelong harassment.
You're right, man. This is so true. This is not wrong there. This is so true. Entire Europe, most of the world were hating on Germany, and they rallied their troops against Germany in World War II. So, you know what a bullying mentality, right? What a bullying mentality. Victimhood like this is pissing me off. Oh, look at them, I'm just a girl, I'm gonna cry. It's not like I'm an asshole and I just broke the law, broke many things, crossed many lines, and now I'm gonna cry that Asmongold is rallying troops. No, this is your fault. Asmongold's not rallying shit.
campaign against me, lightly hinting that I should kill myself. Really, I said that. That's crazy. I didn't know that. So anyway, there was a person here. I was scrolling down the replies. This is Asmongold from Caseytron. And so anyway, I don't know if we really want to watch this entire video, but I just want to go through. It's so long, it's actually boring. These are all the posts that she's made about me. She's made all these posts about me. She's constantly talking about me. This is the person who's saying that I'm rallying the...
That doesn't mean much. Like, Asmongold is so famous now, right? This is what I tell people, like, I'm not reacting to a reaction. Asmongold is not just some reactor anymore. He has too much influence. You won't find a video or a post or a news channel that don't quote Asmongold, right? He's become that famous. I'm surprised he didn't capitalize on his famousness and try to make some kind of a show or something like how Mr. Beast was doing, right? I'm pretty sure he can literally get a cast on some Netflix show or something at this point.
The troops against her.
Caseytron using Asmongold's dead mother to attack him.
Cry, Asmongold. As your type always says, facts don't care about your feelings.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Constantly being harassed by this shit.
And you also have Mike from PA. This is the person who said that Ethan isn't going to stop doing what he's doing until he's bloody in the mouth.
Not going to stop until he's bleeding out of the corner of his mouth.
Now he's making this comment. Is Twitch going to wait until someone is seriously injured by these incel and stalking communities before they do?
Incel? Why? I don't get like that word incel. People just throw, what incel? First of all, you sure Asmon is incel? Have you seen his routine? He's a famous guy. I'm pretty sure he's doing fine in his social life, let's just say. Even him, like, I'll maintain that in past, like, oh, he just lives in this kind of like, like dirty area and all that. That might be just be theme. He's a multi-millionaire. No way he would live like that. I don't believe it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But really, incels? You think Asmon isn't famous enough to pull?
Do something about it. Here's Asmongold doing a direct call to action for his community harassing their partner streamer. So here's the thing. This is a person who, as a regular, has made negative comments about me constantly. I want to let you know that no matter what happens, I'm not going to stop
Victim
doing
card,
it.
man.
Oh, wow. He says he doesn't feel bad for somebody who said that he killed his mom. Oh, no. Get the fuck out of here. If you think even for a second that you are going to try to seek any type of sympathy from me, that is not the case. This is the person who says that that I'm leading a harassment campaign against them. 3 minutes of mentions about me.
Anybody who calls out somebody on bad behavior is harassing them. Is that the world we are? Like, who's wrong and right here doesn't matter. Like, who's like not even wrong or right. By law, who's at fault here and who's not. That doesn't matter here. So as soon as cops are harassing people when they are trying to uphold the law, are judges and lawyers harassing people when they're trying to uphold the law? What is your definition of harassment? You can't just say shit. You can't use word salad, as scientific community says. Word salad. People can make a lot of noises and attach words together, but you didn't say much. You didn't say shit. That's how politicians work. You say a lot of words, but that didn't mean nothing. You can't just throw on words like, oh, you're harassing me, you're rallying the troop behind me. No, you did this shit. There is no rallying troop. Now it's a legal issue, which you're going to be screwed about because you're clearly at wrong here. You definitely broke the law. And you said a lot of shit about Asmon and his mother and shit. Like, you're not right here in any way. There is no rallying troop.
What was Emmer talk?
Well, reacts are a little scary because I saw that some people are getting sued for reactions, but Mr. Daily wouldn't sue me. We're homies. He likes my tweets sometimes. Or it's people that like maliciously react. Like they react.
Isn't it crazy how Amaru knows about this, but all the people against the Ethan don't know about this? It's probably because she watched the video for 5 minutes. This obvious nuance is just totally lost.
Watch me so that they don't get any views. Like, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you're courting disaster. It's crazy. Even she understands this. She probably watched half the video.
Just for a bit of context, this is obviously about H3's lawsuit against people who went out of their way saying they were rebroadcasting his videos so he wouldn't get any views, something that has now been covered by many lawtubers as well.
And settle with them. If you settle with them, maybe you can save your ass and save yourself some embarrassment.
So surely this completely and totally mild take by Emiru can't possibly have caused any drama.
Woman who hangs out with every rapist she meets. I think Israelis are fine.
60. 60,000 likes.
Mr. Daily wouldn't sue me, we're homies. He likes my tweets sometimes.
The H3 snark and lefty tweet.
There are stats that, just by that's how statistics work. There are a lot of people in America, like say 300 million people. So a lot of them in millions are going to be below 60 IQ. Millions. These people have access to internet. These people, and this is just medical issues, like you can't really, say anything like, it's not up to them. It's a medical issue, but below 60 IQ, right? These people can't see nuance. These people cannot process how there are a spectrum of things, and you really need to be careful when you analyze that. These people can just grab a hot topic and run with it. These are the people who are basically attacking here. These are the people who doesn't understand nuance. These are people who just already decided that they are right because they are the activists, right? They are the one who's speaking for Palestinians, right? And they can just attack people, whether the topic they're talking about, if they're wrong or not, that doesn't matter, right? They are in the right because they're speaking for the little people. It's sad when you think about it. It's like your anger goes from rage from sadness when you really process this shit. Because these people like, oh, Amaru, look at that. Is she talking common sense and law and how like decency work? Oh, let's not think about that. He's basically pro-Israeli and I'm pro-Palestinian. So I'm basically right. I've decided that, so I'm just going to attack her. Should we think about this more than a second? No, I can't do that. I have lower than 60 IQ. At that point, you don't think about these people because it's sad in the end, right? It's like watching something sad happening. There's no point of debating. There's no point of talking about it. So whenever Asmongold talks about these people, this Reddit post with 60,000 likes, 60,000 is nothing. When you compare how many people are there, how many people are low IQ people, right? Yeah. So this is just fucked up, man, right? There's a reason why Asmongold is the biggest streamer, because most people see that like, yeah, Asmongold speak common sense. No, is Asmongold some kind of like a messiah who says everything right? No, a lot of time even I'm like, what are you talking about, man? But most time he's talking common sense. The end.
Twitter set their sights on Amaru. What the fuck? Amaru is a scene girl that sometimes does a Nazi salute because it's edgy. Amaru does a Nazi salute. And this is the thing, is that these are the people
So
that useful little token she is. I just want you to see that like anything that these people do, these people are abusive. They're bullies. They want to gang.
What a moron. You're going to use this word like you're going to water down this word. I've said this, but don't water down words like that. You're going to make history much lighter. People will, romanticize with this idea again because you water them down. They're like, what's so wrong with thinking about that? This is what's going to happen. Kanye West level shit. Don't water down this word, man. Right? Don't water down all these like, oh, they are this, they are this. N-word's going to be here somewhere. There you go. Just like combining the Asmongold and this. Don't water down these words, man. What is wrong with you? Not everybody that disagree with you is suddenly that. You have to insane small amount of IQ if you can't see nuance.
Hang up on people and push them around. I think, again, the best way to approach this stuff is to just call it out immediately and just say how ridiculous it is. When they go after attacking somebody like Amaru for saying that, maybe it's not a good idea to react to somebody's video and say actively that you're breaking fair use, right? Like, this is the most basic take that you can possibly have. They're going to act like this is somehow, like, Nazi adjacent. These people have lost their fucking minds, and they're embarrassing themselves.
Says legal mindset. Yeah, this is it.
And this is one of the latest videos. Things are not looking good. I'm guessing this is the latest update on how this lawsuit is going. This is going to be interesting.
Manic and you're an insane person, you can be a vexatious litigant.
Let's stop there.
Oh.
So pseudo-intellectuals like Hassan like to use big words that they don't understand. The word vexatious litigant does not just...
See, word salad. So I'm talking about like this is a big issue in scientific community. People uses word salad to say shit, but they didn't actually say anything. Word English, this is where like most of the poetry, rap music, things that come from. Like English words, when put together, can have this illusion effect that it has a much bigger, nuance to it or effect to it, but it's not. It's just word salad. And in art direction, when it comes to music and poetry, yeah, it's good because it's nice. It feels nice. It's like it triggers a lot of, emotions and chemicals in your brain, right? That it makes sense. When you're trying to make a point, Word salads is just confusion, like confusing the simple people. That's what that is. So people use a lot of charlatans, uses word salads all the time to confuse people, right? So Hassan's going to throw out some big words in and then, oh, look at that, Hassan knows what he's talking about. No, he doesn't. He just read a word on Google or something.
Someone who files a lot of lawsuits. A vexatious litigant is someone who files lawsuits with no merit. You have to tell me, Hassan Piker, why legally they will win. Your orbiters.
Well, you can't. Like, legal mindset is looking at this from the perspective of a legal, logical, good faith perspective. Hassan is not trying to do that. Hassan isn't stupid. He knows it's wrong. And so the only thing that you have left to do is to try to make these emotional appeals, say that Ethan is crazy and stuff like that.
And Ethan Klein will lose. Otherwise, it is a meritorious claim. That's a big word you can use now. Meritorious, Hassan. Doesn't look good for Hassan's orbiters. It's looking kind of bad for Hassan's orbiter.
Look, man, when it comes to lawyers, people hate lawyers because they can be like how scientists works a lot of time. Like, this is why a lot of people even say like certain people who are like great legal mind could have been scientists and we lost that shit or type of thing. Like, we might have made some scientific discovery. Why? Because it's very mathematical. It's very like, it ignores a lot of emotions. It ignores a lot of like, oh, let's talk about it and feel each other type of mentality. It's very mathematical. Right? It's very, is it this or is it not this? Because that's how laws work. If you talk to any lawyer, it's just kind of like, all these words are meaningless. Don't try to convince me. I'm going to tell you how law works. And if this doesn't fit that category, it's not going to work. The end. Now, when you have like 10 elements that you can use, yes, a creative lawyer can use that to win a case because that's his job. And you can hate that lawyer for it. Right? This is why certain good lawyers are good lawyers and bad are bad. But they're very mathematical that way. Law works that way. They can just say, no, this is not legal. Judge will see this and just like get pissed off, like, why are you wasting my time? What are you even saying? This doesn't fit the law. So you can't just argue shit like that and just like, oh, see, I'm right. Like, you're in front of like a mic in front of like 1,000 people and you're trying to argue. No, this is law. Does it fit the law? If it doesn't, don't waste time. So legal mind, like basically the legal mind said this guy is famous. So I'm like, he's a lawyer probably. He's going to tell you, this shit doesn't apply here. Don't even try it. Because if anything, that will make your case worse. A lot of prejudices might come out of like a courtroom. This is one of the big issues. Lawyer also will tell you in front, like, don't make bad impressions. Because if you like tell jury and judge, both of them, like, okay, you don't know the fuck you're doing or what you're talking about. You just make shit up and make things worse. Look at the Amber Heard and like Johnny Depp case. Amber Heard's lawyers already know they didn't have anything. They didn't have anything to go with. So they were like throwing a lot of things and you can see how judge and jury was responding. Like, what are you doing, man? You already lost the case by this kind of arguing. So you can't just say shit. Do you have something that fits the legal box that you can win with? No? Then you can't just like do word salads.
Listen, the best lawyer that you guys can find, the best lawyer, listen up, the best lawyer you can find is the lawyer that's good at settlements. You find a lawyer that's
No. It's like, it's
Harvey Specter from Suits. That's what you find.
already like a fucking foregone conclusion that you're going to lose.
and settle with them. If you settle with them, maybe you...
It's not about lose, like I said in the start of the video. Like, when it comes to jury and judge, juries are insanely unpredictable because there could be anyone. The thinking could be anything. Lawyers don't like juries a lot of time because it could be anything type of way, right? Gloves didn't fit, or it doesn't matter if it didn't fit. It could have gone either way, right? That type of shit. It just went that way. Oh, gloves didn't fit. Okay, fine. Shit could go either way. So most people like the whole concept of the TV show Suits, in where Harvey Specter, the main guy, he always settles. Why? Because this is the theory. You don't go to front of a jury. You don't go to trial. This is where most shit boils down to, right? So I don't think this lawsuit is going to go to trial either, right? Because like I said in the past, reaction is a tricky thing. If a jury and judge decides like reaction is fine, because yes, they are not just seeing 3-second clip, but that was decided in some case before. We are deciding again. It doesn't matter if you play most of the video, but if you're pausing in the middle and giving big ass take, you're doing a creative side of your own, and reactions are fine. If this precedent gets set, it's in stone. Reacts are no longer gray area. Opposite thing might happen as well. Like, you can't even touch somebody else's video. It could go either way. You can prove either thing in front of a jury, right? So you don't know where this shit's gonna go. And if Ethan loses this case, do you know the level of slap in the face that would be? And level of victory this orbiters, that Hassan orbiters would have, and the level of parade they would throw into it. So I don't think Ethan's gonna go to trial either. Ethan will try to do some kind of a settlement that is like a big ass money and try to cross these people by financial ruin and see that as victory. And I think it would be victory if you can do that.
You can save your ass and save yourself some embarrassment and get some of these things dropped. Maybe if you guys come out and settle with them, that's the easiest way. Settlement is always easy. Settle with them quick. It will save you so much time, money, and public embarrassment. Because otherwise, you're going to have law tubers like myself and all of the people on the internet covering.
Please don't settle. Please do not settle. That's ruin my whole year.
Just to reiterate with all of you, I will be fighting this lawsuit.
And you are going to get smoked. It's not going to look good.
Legal YouTubers and free speech people are extra quiet. No, I think there's some legal YouTubers who have covered it, but they're like pro Ethan. Yeah.
No, they're pro Ethan. If you talk about us in negative way because we are assholes and clearly in wrong, every single way more, just pull a 10-year-old kid and ask them what is this, and they'll tell you like, oh, these assholes are wrong. Give them how the facts work, and this is the case. Even that he would tell you like, these assholes are wrong. But no, they're pro Ethan. Not that they are just having common sense. No, they're pro Ethan.
They're just telling you the fucking facts of the case. What are you saying? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. They're compromised, dude. They're pro Ethan.
Yeah, they're pro Ethan, man. What you talking about? Like I said, all those bad allies in World War II, crosses, just everyday working people of Germany, they just had different opinions, man. What are you talking about? Germany was at wrong in World War II, right? You throw on the world like Hitler and Nazis, they were wrong. This is not some discussion. You can't just pull a victim card. You're doing a victim card right now. Right? This is why I'm constantly giving extreme examples of Germany in World War II. They could have pulled the same shit you're doing right now. Doesn't mean they would be right. They would still be wrong. How are you in such a bubble? Like, you do realize, I was about to say, how are you in such a bubble? You don't realize it. No, you do realize it. You're just weaponizing this. That's what it is. Right, well, there you go. I guess this shit is happening. It will be very interesting to see where this thing goes, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to go to trial. I don't think that's how it works. It's not going to go into trial, right? I'll see you next time.